Today's second video for you with news stories from Ethiopia, Eritrea and Somalia. First news, breaking news is from Tigray. World Bank has given a grant of 300 million US dollars to Tigray. But this grant will not be spent through Tigray government. On Monday, an agreement was signed between Ahmed Shide, Ethiopian finance minister, and Workne Mekonnen, who is representative of United Nations Office for Project Services. This agreement, a third-party agreement, is about how 300 million will be spent in Tigray. Who will be in charge of this money, which is a grant from World Bank. Then we saw a statement from Getachew Reda, Tigray presidential spokesperson, just a few minutes ago. He showed surprise at this announcement that 300 million US dollars will be spent in Tigray through a third party. Why is Tigray so surprised? A third news story is from Gondar, viewers, where reportedly 3 Eritrean nationals have been arrested. Close to Gondar city, 3 Eritrean nationals have been arrested. Fourthly, a new story from Dessie. A bomb explosion is being reported in Dessie city of the Amhara region. If you remember, last month there was a grenade attack inside a police station in Dessie. And today a bomb explosion in Dessie city at a market happened. Lastly, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud has concluded his visit of Eritrea. He departed Eritrea a few hours ago, and a joint statement was issued by Eritrean and Somali governments. A 7-point memorandum of understanding has been signed, which I discussed in detail in previous video. We'll have a look at joint statement released by Somali and Eritrean governments. Firstly, viewers, we have a new story from Tigray. World Bank is issuing grants for Ethiopian government. We know that in the past few months, World Bank has given at least 3 grants to Ethiopian government. Response, recovery, resilience for conflict-affected communities in Ethiopia is a project. And World Bank is funding this project. This project is in operation in Amhara, Afar, Somali, Oromia regions of Ethiopia. World Bank has given a grant of 300 million US dollars for Tigray to Ethiopian government. Now, Ethiopian federal government has no access to Tigray, you can say, because Ethiopian federal institutions are not working in Tigray. So that is why a few hours ago, Ethiopian finance minister Ahmed Shide signed an agreement with a UN body. Name of this body is UN Office for Project Services, UNOPS. UNOPS will spend this money in Tigray. World Bank gave this grant to Ethiopian government. Now, Ethiopian government has signed agreement with UNOPS. UNOPS third party will spend this grant in Tigray, and Workne Mekonnen, who is representative of UNOPS, and Ahmed Shide signed an agreement yesterday. This grant will be spent on restructuring, repairing of basic services infrastructure in Tigray. So it seems that Ethiopian federal government does not want to give this money to Tigray government. That is why federal government hired this third party UNOPS to spend the money in Tigray. But Tigray is not happy with this development. Getachew Reda, Tigray presidential spokesperson, just a few minutes ago shared a message on his Twitter timeline. What is he saying? He said, I don't understand what this means, this announcement. How is it going to work? It means that Tigray wants money from World Bank, from Ethiopian government. What I have concluded, Tigray does not want a third party to be in charge of this fund of 300 million US dollars. That is why Getachew is saying, I don't understand what this means, though it's not difficult to understand. I mean, Ethiopian government just wants a third party to be in charge of this money. Ethiopian government does not want to give this money to Tigray government. Not difficult to understand. But Getachew says, difficult to understand, don't know how it will work. It can work, but question is, will now Tigray give access to this UN third party agency to implement projects and to spend money on repairing, restructuring of basic service infrastructure in Tigray. In coming hours, we'll have more details. Tigray government is badly in need of money. We know there is shortage of cash in Tigray, and banking service suspended since November 2020. No cash being allowed to enter Tigray. Now, this 300 million US dollars will not be given to Tigray directly. Rather, the money will be given to UNOPS. We're waiting for official statement of Tigray government. Will Tigray government outrightly reject this arrangement? Or will Tigray government lay out some conditions that Tigray government should also be involved in the implementation of this response, recovery, resilience project for conflict-affected communities in Ethiopia. Thirdly, we have a story from Gondar, a city of Amhara region. Here, reportedly, 3 Eritrean nationals have been arrested. According to local government officials, the 3 Eritrean nationals, not officials, Eritrean nationals were traveling in a car. The car was stopped at a checkpoint, but the 3 Eritrean nationals car driver, they tried to escape the checking point. Then police chased this vehicle. Ultimately, vehicle was intercepted and Eritrean nationals have been arrested. You can see pictures on your screen. These are the persons arrested. These are Eritrean nationals. It has been confirmed by local government officials, by local police. Question is, who are these Eritreans? Are they Eritrean government officials? Are they Eritrean refugees? Are they common Eritreans? No details. We'll update you in coming hours if we get details about this incident, but local government is confirming the arrest of 3 Eritrean nationals close to Gondar city. If you remember, a few days ago, a Tigrayan activist claimed that a large number of Eritrean intelligence officials were operating in Addis Ababa and outside Addis Ababa as well, and that several had been killed by Ethiopian intelligence officials and Ethiopian federal police, though those were claims by that Tigray activists. Now let's see. These 3 Eritrean nationals are under investigation. Important thing is that Gondar government must brief the public about the identity of these Eritrean nationals. Who are they? What were they doing in Gondar? Why didn't they stop? Why did they try to escape checking point near Gondar city? Fourthly, viewers, Dessie city of Amhara region where a bomb explosion is being reported. The bomb went off at around 11:30 a.m. at a market close to Hula Park, and the bomb went off when market was full of people, and some goods were being unloaded, and this bomb went off. At least 11 people were injured in this bomb explosion, and several cattle were injured and killed too. Luckily, so far no casualty. So far, in terms of that, no humans have been killed, but some animals, some cattle have been killed in this bomb explosion. If you remember, last month there was a grenade attack at a police station in Dessie city where some criminals were under investigation, and back then it was being said that the grenade attack was due to some government crackdown on Fano fighters, and before the grenade attack there was confrontation between Fano fighters and government forces in Dessie city. Now once again Dessie city has been targeted. It's not an accidental blast, it's very clear. According to local government officials, it's not an accidental blast. Accidental blast means that sometimes when bombs, ammunition are being transported, these ammunitions go off accidentally. It wasn't an accidental blast. Rather, a market was targeted to create panic. It means there are some groups working in Amhara region, especially in Dessie and other major towns, which want to create a law and order situation. Bomb blast confirmed in Dessie, at least 11 injured today. Lastly, was very important news stories about Somali president's visit of Eritrea. Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, Somalia's president, concluded his visit of Eritrea today. From the 9th of July till the 12th of July, he was in Eritrea, and today he departed Eritrea. Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler who received him on the 9th of July on Asmara airport, today said goodbye to Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. He was warmly welcomed in Eritrea, and we saw a 7-point memorandum of understanding signed between Eritrean and Somali governments. In the previous video, I spoke in detail about this 7-point memorandum of understanding. A joint statement has also been issued by Eritrean and Somali governments. The statement mentions that Hassan Sheikh, the word brother is used for Hassan Sheikh several times in this statement. That Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, His Excellency, President of Somalia, arrived in Eritrea on the 9th of July, welcomed by Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean President. Then he was taken to some projects where he visited agricultural projects, some dams as well, and the highlight of this visit was when Hassan Sheikh visited Somalia soldiers under a training in Eritrea, and the two countries signed a memorandum of understanding, and they vowed to work to cooperate in diplomatic, political, security, defense, social and other fields. And the two presidents discussed bilateral regional issues, and they decided to work in collaboration to resolve bilateral issues and to work towards peace, stability, economic integration in the Horn of Africa. So overall, we'll have to wait and see to see the outcome of this visit. It seems, my analysis is that Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud has so many problems to resolve at home. In Somalia, there are security issues, economic problems, economic crisis, you can say, drought, then frictions between federal and regional governments. So he does not want to be aligned with any power in the Horn of Africa. He wants to remove frictions between Somalia and other countries. He wants to focus on Somalia's internal problems. That is why he tried to remove misunderstanding between Eritrea and Somalia by paying visit to Eritrea, and secondly, he obviously wants to secure the return of his soldiers, thousands of soldiers trained in Eritrea. How will Ethiopia, how will Tigray regional government see this visit? We'll have to wait and see what's going to be the impact of this visit on the Horn of Africa's politics. Thank you for watching.